So right here you can see the grandma weaving the rattan chairs. So this is a very labor intensive process. So the weaving of rattan chairs has been carried out in traditional Sri Lankan villages for a long time now. So they do this just for economic purposes as well, just to make a living out of the day, or they can make chairs for their households or relatives as well. So this labor intensive process takes a lot of time and a lot of patience. So what they do, these grandmas, whenever they have free time, they just get on and weave this chair. So usually it can take up to 1 full day to complete this. So there has been instances where a grandma, when she finds like 30 minutes of her free time, she just weaves a bit and then leaves it and then does it the other day. So likewise she just uses her time to weave. So this is a part of what's happening in our villages in Sri Lanka. So this right here, this is a special type of weaving that's carried on in certain villages across Sri Lanka. As you can see, the process is very tough and very confusing to do, but these moms from the villages, grandmas, moms, they are really experienced in this process. It takes a lot of time and a lot of learning, but she does it so gracefully and with so much patience. So this sort of weaving has been carried on in Sri Lankan household for centuries. So this is one typical household that's getting the process still going on, as these age-old processes are dying down because of how hard the labor intensive it is to do. But we can see here how graceful and how unique this patented sewing looks like. Sri Lankan households are especially a very unique type of a household where many things, hidden gems, are being desolated, are being abolished, are being obsolete because of time and modern society. This experience is one of a kind. So today, in a small village in Nahangama, where we did the cooking, around the village I have a very interesting story to tell you guys. This is a story about 2 sisters who are living in the area. The story is both these sisters are disabled. The woman to my right, she cannot see, she's blind, and the woman to my left, she cannot hear properly. So these 2 are sisters. Even though they are disabled, they want to contribute to their village. They are making all these products. As you can see, this woman to my right, Wage namukadda? Lalani. So Miss Lalani over here, she's blind, but you can see how she's weaving these carpets from these clothes. So she's doing all this just out of her memory and her feelings of the hand. Because even though she's blind, she has her other senses enhanced and she's making use of her talents and making these works of art manually. All this is manual labor. It's a lot of hard work as well, but she doesn't give up although she's blind. And again, we have the sister to my left. Wage nama mokadda?
Nilmini Deyanti.
Nilmini tamai meyage nama. So Nilmini here, as you can see, she's sewing babies' clothes that are made for children, like small socks out of small wool socks, and then headbands, caps for children and such. Then make a kochchar kal karanawada? Kochchar kal karanawada make?
Gatala.
Oh.
Dan satiyak vitara wena se.
Satyak vitara? Me tika? Nෑ ඔක්කොම
කටි දෙකක් විතර යන්නේ.
නෑ ඉස්සර ඉඳන් ඔයා කොච්චර කාලෙ ඉඳන් කරනවද මේක?
මේක දැන් මම ඉතින් නතර වෙච්ච දවස්වල ඉඳලා ඕන දෙයක් කරා.
ඉස්සර ඉඳන්.
කීයක් දුන්න ඔක්කොම කරා. මගේ හැටි බ්ලවුස් වේව ඔක්කොම කරන්න පුළුවන්. මම අර පොඩි කෙනෙකුට දෙන්න ඕන නිසා මම ගොඩට තියාගත්තා.
අවුරුදු 10ක්වත් වැඩි. More than 10 years she's been doing this. Yeah. ඒක ඔයා කොහොමද දැන් කරන්නේ? ඒක you are just weaving it, no? ඒක දැන් ඔයා කොහොමද ඒක වෙන්නේ? ඔක කරන්නේ කොහොමද?
මම ඉතින් අර එක තැන් වල ගිහලා හැමදේම දෙනගෙන අර යාටත් කියලා දෙනවා.
යාට ඔයා කියලා දෙනවා යාට.
මම තමයි හැම තැනටම ගිහලා යාට කියලා දෙනවා.
ඔය දෙන්න එකට ඉන්නේ හැමතිස්සෙම.
අපි දෙන්නම එක ගෙදර ඉන්නේ. මම අක්කා නංගි.
නංගි අක්කයි නංගිනේ. හරි. ඔව්.
අයියා ළඟ තමයි අපි ඉන්නේ.
හරි.
නිසා එයාට මම හැද්දයක් එයාට කියලා දෙනවා.
කියලා දෙනවා.
එහෙනම් තමයි යාම ඉගෙන ගන්න.
එකටමයි ඉන්නේ ඔය දෙන්න.
ඔව්.
So that is one of the stories in villages. It's a sad story, but it's even though they are disabled, they are making use of their talents to provide for the community, for the villages. All these works of art they make profit out of it for economic purposes, as well as they can contribute to their own households and all their relatives. It's a very interesting story. මේ කොයි කාලෙද පටන් ගත්තේ මේක කරන්න?
මම 2004 වගේ පටන් ගත්තේ කරන්න.
2004 වගේ නේ?
2004 වගේ කරන්න ගත්තේ.
එතකොට ඔයාගේ ඇස් පේන්නේ නැති උනේ උපතින්ද? පොඩි කාලේ නම්ම.
ඉස්කෝලේ ගියා 7ට යනකම්. 7ට යනකම් ගිහලා බෝඩ් එකේ අකුරු පේන්නේ නැති හින්දා ගෙදර නතර වුණා.
ගෙදර නතර වුණා.
අම්මා තාත්තත් නැහැ. අයියා ළඟ ඉන්නේ.
එහෙමනේ. හරි. එතකොට මේ කාපට් එකත් ඔයාම හදපු එකක්ද මේක? ඔයාම හදපු එකක්ද මේ කාපට් එක?
ඔව් නේද. මම තමයි ඔක්කොම ලියන්නේ. මම ලියලා තිබ්බා කරන් තියලා තිබ්බා.
right right.
දැන් මේ අවුරුදු දවස්වල පටි නැහැ ගොතන්නේ. ඒකෙන් කට්ටිය ඉල්ලන කාපට් දෙන්න විදියක් නැහැ පටි නැත.
පටි නැසනේ. පටි ගාන වැඩිනේ.
කමාවල කියන්නේ පටි කොහොවත් නැතිලු. මේක බෝලයක් 150 තරම් වල මම ගොතන්න ගත්තා.
150ට. හරි. Okay. So right here we can see the grandma handcrafting something very decorative. So this actually is a type of handcrafting done here in Sri Lanka, especially by grandmas of villages. So it's a lot of hard work with patience. As you can see, the weaving, it can take a long amount of time. And these right here on the table, these are the end results. So the result of these weavings can be used for any decorative items such as decorations on this image, or it can be used for household purposes such as serving as a table mat. So these small things, these traditions, manual labor and these acts of very unique designs has been carried on by these Sri Lankan grandmas for ages now. This is a tradition, although it's slowly dying down. It's nice to see it's still being carried on in small villages and towns in Sri Lanka.